Hi everybody, this is Sharon Oren here at Maccabee Arms, and today we're introducing a new product we're going to start carrying in our shop, and we're actually going to demonstrate how it works. And this product is Decibullz, and what it does is actually it's a customizable ear protection system that you can actually mold to fit your own ears. So it works great, and today we have the factory rep over here with us, and he can actually explain how it works, and we can actually demonstrate how we mold them, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks, Sharon. Well, my name is Mike Freiberg. I'm with Decibullz, and so what we're going to go through today, again, is molding these earpieces. So basically, we have two different types. What we're going to go through is the percussive version, which will give you an NRR of up to 33. And then we do also have a standard earplug as well, okay? So you got both options. We're going to do the percussive today. So we're going to be using a cauldron to actually heat up the thermoplastic molds once I show them to you. But generally speaking, most people at home really prefer, the easiest way is to boil some water stovetop, get two separate mugs, and that way you'll have, and fill them up, and that way you can have two mugs to put each earbud in. Okay, so as we open up the package, what you're going to have inside, I'll take off this top little plastic layer. You're going to have two thermoplastic molds, okay, already stuck into the package. So we're going to go ahead and pop those out, and we're just going to lay them on the towel for now. And then it also comes with a nice carrying case, okay? So once you actually do get your earbuds molded, you have a carrying case to use, so you're not losing them. We also do have options for lanyards as well. So if there's options that way you're just not losing the earpieces. What you get in here are you have silicone tips to fit all different sizes of the ear. However, what we find though is the medium actually fits 95% of people. So you'll get small, medium, and large of the silicone tips, and then you'll have small, medium, large of the foam tips. So you have two different options. And then you also get a second set of thermoplastic molds. Now these are remoldable, so the reality is your first mold or your first set will last you a very long time, but you do get the second set. That way, if something happens to it or you lose one, you certainly have the backup.
And also, I guess if your ear does shrink after the shower or grow after the sauna, you can always adjust, right?
Yeah, it's all remoldable, right? You're good. It's all good. One of these thermoplastic molds, what you're going to see is a little, basically a little plug in there, and that is actually what the filter is, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to take out the filter of each one. These aren't electronic, but we still recommend the filter comes out. But for the purposes of what we're using this for, in terms of using this cauldron, we actually need to remove them to place the earbuds directly onto the rack here, okay? All right, so there we go. So you need them spaced apart because the thermoplastic molds will actually adhere to one another. So they obviously do soften up because once they're warm enough, we're actually going to mold them and they're pliable. So now I'll open up the cauldron. We're going to set them in there, okay, roughly at about 180 degrees. But if you're doing it stovetop, I just boiled water and it's not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and set a timer, and then we're going to take 5 minutes here and let those soften up. All right, everybody, we're back. We have our molds, our thermoplastic molds are now, they should be hot enough and soft enough to mold. So now we're going to have Sharon actually do it. And the way you do it is once I pull these out, and I'm going to put the actual little filter back in, okay? And then I'm also going to add on the silicone tip as well. So Sharon's going to take only the tip. So Sharon's going to take.
Don't laugh. It shakes.
Yeah, right. So what he's going to do is he's going to basically fit it into his ear. Okay, it's going to feel, obviously it's not going to fit quite yet, but he's going to start pressing on the back of the plug so that the tip, so everything goes in a little bit deeper, and then he's going to start spreading it around a little bit. And you're going to do that for about 2 to 3 minutes until it cools down, at which point you'll have your mold, okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull these out. We're actually,
you can actually make some tea. You can actually brew some tea while you're waiting.
That's right. You can do this in coffee if you like the coffee smell or tea. So we're going to let those, generally we recommend about 30 seconds or so for those to just cool down a little bit. All right, and once we get those cooled down so you're not burning yourself, then we're going to go ahead and put in the filter, put on the silicone tip, and then we're going to start molding. All right, that looks to be good. All right. All right, so it's already flexing. All right, so this one. All right, so here we go. So you're going to go ahead and put it in. Just put it straight in your ear, and I'll have you go ahead, push that in. And now you're going to take your other hand. I'm going to hold a mirror up for you. Sometimes we find a mirror is a little bit easier. And you're just going to start spreading it around. So, you that tall? All right, so what I would do is take this part, and I would actually start molding that back into your ear a little bit, just so it's not sitting up too high, just to get that perfect fit. And then once you feel like that's good and you got a good solid seal, then we'll leave that for a second. And then yep. Let's see what it looks like. Yep, looks good. Okay. And then, well, if it's still soft, keep working on it. But again, we could drop it back in the water and it gets all remoldable. So
It kind of hurts though when I
try to spread it apart or push it. Yeah. It's supposed to be a tough guy. This hurts apparently.
What?
Nothing. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me take a look.
It feels a bit more sealed. Like this side feels more sealed than this side.
Okay. So take out your left ear now. Okay. And that's what your mold is going to look like. Now, again, if it doesn't seal the way you really want it, all you got to do is just reheat it again. It's meant to be remoldable a countless amount of times. These things aren't really going to break down. It's really more of whether or not you lose them. But again, we have lanyards for these as well as a separate item of purchase. So the percussive version, which is what we're doing right now, retails at $75, and the standard plug retails at $26. So that's it. You know, basically, if you feel like you have the mold on the first shot, you're good to go, and you just go out and start using it. Obviously, we're here at Maccabee Arms, so we're really kind of talking about that hunting and shooting type industry. However, it's used in industrial. You can use it while you're mowing the lawn or using any other kind of loud machinery. It has countless amount of applications. So again, if you guys are interested, come down, find Sharon and the rest of the staff at Maccabee Arms, and we'd love to show you show you the product and put one in your hands.
Well, once again, guys, thank you for joining us today. This is Sharon Oren, Maccabee Arms, 2105 Kitski Lane, Reno, Nevada, right across from Reno Toyota. And as always, keep your booger finger of the bang bang switch.